Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. Today we're doing something kind of new again on my channel. We're talking about a jacket, this one made by Amabilis. This is their Responder jacket and it's on Kickstarter right now, which is why I want to bring it to your attention. The Kickstarter ends in, well, 5 weeks as of shooting this video. I think it's January 10th. And so if you want to get in on this particular jacket, you got to do it fairly soon. And a link is provided down in the description. But we're going to talk about the jacket throughout this video, talk about Brandon's experience using it, because for once, I wasn't the guy testing the thing.
It was awesome. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun to be able to, give it a shot, give it a ride and test it out.
Cool, and we'll talk all about your experience with it and also cover a lot of the details, the features, etc., etc. But we want to get a couple of things kind of out the gate discussed. First, as soon as you follow that link, you're going to see the price. So the price to get into this jacket for the Kickstarter is $260, $259. So it's kind of up there. The next thing you're going to see as you look at this jacket and kind of all the features and the color and so forth is that it looks tactical, but yet still sort of technical. The Amabilis is designed by a guy named Brian who's got 25 years experience designing tactical gear for Navy SEALs, Rangers, and so on and so forth. So that's part of it right there. You're getting a lot of experience as far as the design is concerned. And the materials, and we'll talk about the materials in a little more depth in a second. But so quality-wise, it's definitely heads and tails above a lot of these kind of cheaper sort of soft shell tactical jackets. But we could also say that there's a lot out there in sort of the technical jacket realm, sort of soft shells and stuff that are up there in price.
Considerably more.
Oh yeah, I mean,
considerably more.
260 versus like 400 for a lot of stuff that I've seen.
And higher.
And higher, and much higher. As for myself, spending a good chunk of change on a good piece of clothing, it can be, a little difficult at first, but I've done it and I'm always happy I did.
Yeah. Yes.
I spend 80 bucks on a good pair of pants, a good pair of tactical pants, and I wear them. I'm like, now I know where my money went and I'm glad it went there. Same kind of goes with this jacket. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Outerwear, I don't skimp on quality and features.
Yeah.
It's something that's important.
So talking about, again, the price and the style, I feel like they work for what the jacket is, giving you the utility you want, the protection you want, at a price that in my mind is actually pretty reasonable, considerably so if you get in on that Kickstarter, which again, gives you the jacket for about 260 bucks. All right guys, let's get into some of the details, some of the features on this particular jacket, talking about why it's actually very functional for you. So let's start off with the material. It's made out of a 50-50 NICO or nylon cotton. It's got a ripstop to it, which is also pretty critical for an outer shell like this. So the material, in my opinion, is right on par with what you would want for something like this. It's also got a sort of a stretch woven soft shell into it, so it's a mix of that 50-50, but also some stretch material within it. It's also got like a coated neoprene plating in spots to give it, the extra durability that it needs for wearing your backpack and for, carrying satchels and bags or whatever it is you're going to use to kind of reduce that wear long term. Of course, it's got premium YKK zippers, which I just wouldn't buy a jacket if it didn't have that. And little story here, I actually had some folks send me a jacket for review. I sent it back. I wasn't happy with the construction of it. And one of the downsides to me was, YKK zippers on it. It was just a little cheaply built in my opinion, and I couldn't review it. So that went back to the manufacturer. But this thing is built very, very well. It's got the right kind of stuff on it, all the right hardware, all the right gear. So the jacket's got 10 pockets on it and also laser cut MOLLE patterning on the outside. It's got backpack abrasion shoulder protection, shoulder loop patches, chest Velcro name tape. It's water repellent. I wouldn't say it's waterproof. It's not a hard shell, it's a soft shell. So it is water and wind repellent. Also bar tack and rivet reinforcement points with a gunmetal finish to them. It's got tricot lined stand-up collar. Tricot is a type of material that is anti-run. It's got anodized aluminum ring and clip and lanyard attachments on it on the front there. Also a lower back drop hem, and that's what you talked about, sort of the plumber crack cover.
First thing I noticed, it was great.
And also side zippers that give you access to sort of the belt EDC items. That could be your concealed carry a Leatherman around perhaps, or a knife or whatever it is there on your belt. You've got easy access to it without having to sort of hike your jacket all the way up. You just zip that thing and you've got full access to it. Also, it doesn't need to be dry cleaned or anything like that. You can just throw this in the regular washing machine. Really easy to maintain. Now, talk to us a little bit, Brandon, about your experience using this. As I said before, I was not the tester for this jacket. I got it in and then realized quickly that it wasn't my size. I'm an XL, I don't wear a large, and this was the size that they sent me. So I'm like, who do I know that fits a large really perfectly? Turns out this guy. So you've been able to wear it outdoors, indoors, shooting, and so forth. Talk to us about your experience.
First thing I did when I put it on, I noticed the drop hem.
Okay.
You mentioned plumber's crack.
Yeah.
I have Eternal's plumber's crack. It's a gift, but yet a curse. And this jacket covers it. Yeah, mostly a gift for very few, but when I put it on, it is the perfect length down. So it does, it just covers perfect. The next thing I noticed was the lightweight build of the jacket. It's lightweight. I do not like bulky jackets. I like something like wearing the cold and something that's not so cold. Layering is really important.
So something you can wear, you could wear it alone, say springtime, fall, and then when it gets a bit chillier outside like it is tonight, you can layer up underneath it and still be nice and warm and nice and protected.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's great for layering. The build, the quality truly is there. You could see that when you put it on, there's nothing that's really skimped. There's a lot of features to this jacket that I noticed right away, but the quality, the fit, the feel of it, it's a little more slim fitting. You know, it's not bulky at all, which I appreciate. For me, I like a jacket that is a little more trim fitting because it's not bulky. I wore this while I was driving, which I do quite a bit, you know, because you don't want to take it off sometimes. It was comfortable to wear driving. I took it shooting. Worked very good when shooting. I wore it every day for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks that I've had it. And it's been a fantastic jacket.
Cool. Did you find any restrictions, any issues with it when you were shooting or doing any of the motion that you were doing there? Yeah,
the restriction that I found is when I drew my sidearm and then I pressed outward, it bunches right here, and you could maybe see that, and it gives a real short sleeve effect, and it doesn't allow you to go out. Now, I think there's plenty of room in the back, but for some reason through here, it just is given a little bit binding. But besides that, it's real mobile. It's just when you put your arms straight out.
So that particular motion, the sleeves do definitely ride up when you're doing this.
Ride up, and you feel it just pinch in the back, and it just is a little tight, you know.
So if there was an improvement, maybe some kind of a, I don't know, some kind of a bellowing there that allows for
a little more movement. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's and that's being ultra critical on it because it's a motion you're not going to find yourself doing consistently. But when you do,
but you drove a lot in this jacket. Did
no problem. Nope. No problem. The sleeves have a unique feature here. They're kind of bevel cut in. It gives real good clearance. It doesn't become cumbersome up through here, which I think is important.
So the palms of your hand.
The palms of hands is free.
Yeah. But the outside is a little more protected and so forth. Cool. As far as like the pockets, how did you find yourself using like the chest pockets? Did you find them to be like really good for utility? Is there anything else about sort of the pockets on this jacket that you liked or didn't like?
Yeah, so I'm used to having pockets up on the arm, which is great. You know, you're sticking things in there. One of my favorite pockets was the pocket with inside the pocket. So inside here, inside your normal pocket that you have, there is a zipped pocket inside of there. You could put keys in it, you could put your wallet, and it's going to be secure inside the interior pocket. Very nice. It's only on one side. You could even put a concealed carry firearm in there.
LCP2 would probably fit in there.
Oh, it would fit wonderfully in that pocket. So that's, you know, that was a great find, I guess. The other thing is nice is these larger pockets that are underneath this laser cut molly. They're big. They're very big. That was nice, a good place to put your phone. And then another one was for in the very back, which you might not be able to see. It goes through the entire back part of the jacket. And you could put gloves, you could put large items, you could put a iPad.
Did you find anything on there that you felt was maybe superfluous, or like, why is this even part of the jacket?
Not necessarily why is it a part. For me, I didn't use the molly on the exterior.
Okay.
But I didn't take my jacket camping. I could see if you're camping, your hands are full, you have a pocket knife or something, I could see how that would be useful.
Okay.
If you're camping. But for me, on everyday city use,
city use,
I'm really not using that.
Okay.
The one thing that I wish it has 10 pockets on the outside. Not one pocket on the inside. Not one. I would like is a little inside pocket.
Just a little inside pocket.
You have plenty to cover you on the outside, I guess.
All right, we want to get back to the price and also sort of the style of this jacket, but is there any other last fit things you want to talk about?
Absolutely. The collar is an important feature to me. Sometimes your collar gets a little too big and rides up and chafes your face. This one was the perfect size. I demonstrate, but I don't want to cover up the mic. But it really is the perfect height and the perfect material. And I know that may seem weird, but it's important to me because I ride most of my jackets all the way zipped up when I go outside. So if it's irritating or chafing, it becomes a problem.
So it's a good cut in that regard.
It's a great cut. Perfect.
All right, so back to sort of the style. We talked about sort of how it's got a kind of a tactical yet technical look to it. I don't know, Brandon, just tell me your feelings. Do you feel like it's too much to one or the other? Do you feel like this, as you walk out in this jacket on a daily basis, are you putting a target on your back? Are you making people go, hey, I'm the tactical guy in the room? What do you think?
No, I don't feel like it's to that degree. Like
Okay.
I've got a target on my back. Anytime you have any type of ability to have patches on the arms or on the chest, that really kind of screams tactical.
Kind of announces it.
But everything is subdued, as mentioned earlier. Everything is really not over the top done. And so I didn't feel like, screaming tactical at all.
Okay.
I felt like it's actually kind of a stylish jacket in a sense.
And I've seen technical soft shells that are two-tone, that are sort of like this in the sense that it's got sort of multiple types of fabric incorporated, so it's a two-tone yet it's all black. That don't, they look technical. I wouldn't say they look tactical. They look like a technical, hard use, or really utilitarian kind of a jacket. To me, it says that first off when I look at it, and secondarily, as I look at some of the features a little more close up, I say, oh, that's a Velcro field, and oh, that's this, or whatever, and that's probably concealed carry something or other. But that's sort of a second look for me. So the first read I get on it is it's a technical soft shell, and what it does have for tactical, I think is a little, like you said, a little more subdued.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
So going back to the price, $260. Do you feel like that's a good price for what you're getting?
I think they nailed the price point.
Okay.
Because it's not in that outer realm of $400 or $500.
Let me tell you this though. After the Kickstarter is over, it'll be about $315 MSRP.
That's pushing the limit.
Okay.
But still inside, it's below that $400. I think that's a ceiling for me, where
Okay.
it's like, okay, at $400, I'm really making an educated decision on my jacket, and you feel the burn a little bit.
You're thinking about it a little harder.
Yeah, a little bit harder. Whereas $200, hey, that's no chump change.
Yeah.
Or $260.
Yeah.
But for what you're getting, it's worth every penny.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we covered sort of the ups and the downs. We tried to give you a fair look at it, fair assessment of it. Overall, like a jacket?
2 thumbs up, absolutely.
It's yours, so. Hope you enjoy it.
Yes, mine?
It's yours, dude. I can't wear it. So
Hey,
it's a size
maybe
large.
check
Fits
it
you,
out,
doesn't fit
guys.
me.
I'll see you guys in town.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. That's been our review on the Amabilis Responder jacket. Remember, check them out at Kickstarter. The link is down below. $260 until I think January 10th. After that, price goes up a little bit, but still pretty good for what you're getting. I'm Late Boy Scout, Brandon from MTR. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you later.
Thanks, guys.